The Promise of Sacrifice. Daranii Justice, Book 2. Written by C.J. Dragon. Narrated by John Solo. End of Book 1. The Price of Surrender. "Nothing's wrong, Talin. That was Kalo," he said. "He said that I've been given permission to return to Earth for my surgery, as long as you go with me and bring me back to Daran." John wiped his eyes free of tears, and his smile was incandescent. "We're going to Earth, Talin." Chapter 1. 1 month later, John was wondering why it took so long to get ready to leave for Earth. Yes, Daran had to open relations with Earth again, and yes, Earth was hesitant and, well, let's face it, fearful of doing that. John understood, since the Daranii had all but exterminated humans, and, to be honest, would have, had Earth not surrendered. He should know, since Earth had unwillingly given him to the Daran as part of the reparations made to them. John shook his head, trying to dispel his thoughts. All that grief, all the agony to pay for what he had done as the only successful captain to destroy Daranii ships. John shuddered, remembering the pain, the burning within the Sha'alat, and the sacrifice given to Daran. He took a deep breath. That was over now. He would never be tortured again. His sacrifice had been accepted at last, and so had he, thanks to his life mating with Talin, now senior of the Order of Warriors, his husband, his everything. John stood up and gave himself a shake. Time to stop wool-gathering and thinking about the past. His most fervent wish had come true. He could go to Earth, have surgery to fix his damaged heart, see his family. It was everything he had wanted for so long, and his heart beat faster just thinking about it. John took another deep breath. Talin was on his way home, and John could feel him through their bond. He smiled and sent love back to Talin, as well as his happy anticipation of seeing him, and received a warm feeling that said, Talin to him. John smiled to himself. It would all get done somehow. Once Earth got over its shock at being contacted by the Daran, had set the security in place that the Council insisted upon, then he, Talin, and 6 of their honor guard would board a transport and take the 2-day trip to Earth. Thank the gods that Talin had him certified as a pilot here so he could help with piloting, and extra thanks to Kalo, who had said that he was fit enough to do that, heart problems and all. He was going home, and if the wait was long, he knew that the joy would be forever. Chapter 2. Talin arrived home after a mostly uneventful day working at the Order of Warriors office. He was senior now. There was a different set of duties than he had done as adjutant to his prior senior Titan, who ascended to the Governing Council. This was more administrative tasks, problem-solving, and more adjudication. Definitely more telling everyone what to do than making sure it was done. Talin nodded to himself. He was fortunate that his adjutant, Terrell, was just as organized. He was willing and able to keep the Order's official office in the way Talin preferred it. The senior felt satisfaction for a day well spent in the cause of his order. Talin looked up as he came into their home. John was sitting on the couch, making yet another list. Talin was fairly sure that their home could have been papered in those lists, if John had actually been using paper, and not his pad. "I know you're looking at me, Talin, thinking that I must have enough lists now to reach from Daran's next planet over." John turned to Talin and smiled a little wickedly. "If you want me to stop, you're going to have to move that excellent body of yours over here and give me a distraction that will put this list out of my mind, and give me something else to think about." Talin was on the move before John stopped speaking. He pulled John up off the couch and into his arms, holding him firmly, and then claimed his mouth in a searing kiss that lasted until John pulled back, gasping. That worked, Talin," John said a little breathlessly. "I've forgotten what I was making a list for, and pretty much everything else I did today." Talin put a gentle hand on the back of John's head, drawing him closer, pulling John's head so it fit under Talin's chin, and then placing his own chin on top of John's head. "Those lists, Jonathan, they are beginning to make me wonder more than I usually do about you," Talin murmured fondly. "More
Sample complete. Ready to continue?